explain incremental metrics, let's start by setting up a practical example. We have an advertiser that wants to promote his app to create brand awareness and get more users. He decides to create a campaign with multiple creative formats, a tracking and attribution setting of 7 days post-click and 24 hours post-view, and decides to invest $200,000 as a budget. To measure the real impact, he decides to divide this budget in 2 channels. Channel 1 is an agency focused on making an impact, using good interactive creative ads to engage with users. Whilst Channel 2 is an agency more focused on numbers and performance. In addition to these channels, the advertiser is aware of the existence of an organic channel. There will be users that will download the app regardless of the digital campaign he has put together. Now, which one of these channels do you think will work better? Let's look at the results and decide. Channel 1 has delivered less installs and more expensive ones than Channel 2. But has served more engaging creatives such as video or native, whilst Channel 2 has mostly served banners. Although the main purpose of this campaign was to create brand awareness and engage with users, the advertiser thinks Channel 2 should be the one with more budget since it's delivering cheaper installs. To explain the advertiser decision, let's take a look on how mobile attribution is working. It's Monday and a user sees the ad twice. At 10 AM, he sees a 15-second video of the campaign from Channel 1, interacts with it, but does not click on the ad. Later that day, a banner from Channel 2 is served at the bottom of the page, so the user does not necessarily see it. Before the day is over, the user converts. To what channel would that conversion be attributed to? Channel 2. Or maybe he did see that banner at 3 PM but did not click on it, and before the day is over, he downloads the app. Again, that conversion will be attributed to Channel 2. In both situations, Channel 2 is the last one intervening within the 24 hours post-view attribution window, so it's the one having those conversions attributed, but is not the one providing the highest value. So how can we know which option is having more of an impact? As we have seen in our example, you may think it's easy by just comparing outcomes. Well, we believe the best approach is to go one step further, using evidence and careful analysis to find the very best causes to work on. How do we achieve that? By applying the placebo methodology. As you know, the placebo effect has been used in many areas, especially in clinical trials, where the placebo is the gold standard against which treatments are compared. Let's see how we apply the placebo methodology for our purpose. When creating a campaign, the advertiser establishes 2 groups of users: regular users, people exposed to the campaign, and placebo users, people not exposed to the campaign. Then the advertiser compares regular conversions with placebo conversions. From there, can calculate the uplift generated, and then will be able to identify fraud and inefficiencies. So why letting incremental metrics drive your decisions will be beneficial? For starters, they will let you know if you're wasting your money, helping you to focus on what's effective and automatically prevent fraud. They give you control and ensure your ads are actually seen. If you would have had incremental metrics in the previous example, you would see that Channel 2 had the cheapest installs, but a very significant part of the conversions are not incremental. This means those installs would have happened independently of the digital campaign, so a big part of the budget from Channel 2 was wasted. So you might be thinking, this is great and all, but where do I start? Well, you have 2 ways. You can do it yourself, which will imply investing time and money in resources and tools. Or you can do it easily with Mediasmart. You'll have access to both a DSP and an ad server. You will be able to measure up to 4 post-installs events with well-known tracking and attribution tools. You will be able to measure effectiveness as we applied automatically the placebo methodology. You will have access to real-time granular reports, incremental metrics across dozens of variables, and you will have access to reports on ad server errors to help you know which variable is causing your ad not to be delivered.